Alrighty. So my name's Jeanette. We met briefly at the PBSO. Well, we didn't meet, but I met you because I saw you introduce yourself and stuff.
Oh,
But go ahead and state your name for the recording for everyone.
my name is Jeremy Ryan.
All right, Jeremy. And can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
I am a former Connecticut State Trooper. I was in charge of multiple divisions that require certifications, such as this city has HSPU. For us, it was heat. I was a motor instructor. I was an Air One instructor. I was a SWAT lead and a TAC trainer. I have about 9+ years of experience within policing, and that's mostly it about me in a serious way. Yeah.
Okay. Do you do anything for fun or any of that stuff? Hi,
Um,
Breeze.
for m- for me, for fun, honestly, I cook a lot.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
If you could have sex with any Pokemon, which one are you picking?
Any Pokemon?
You've been asked this before. Boo. Boo. He's been asked
I
this
was asked
before.
that before.
Boo.
Oh, you have? God damn
He
it.
already
Well, what's
interviewed
your
with
answer, though?
PBSO. What was your answer?
My answer, it can fluctuate sometimes depending.
Depending on what, like your horniness?
Seems like you
It's just the
forgot.
episode. No,
A
it's Lopunny.
Oh God.
decent pick. I picked Magikarp. I'm some dick sucking lips.
You tell him, Breeze. You tell him.
That's fair though. That's
You
fair.
could pick Burrito or Burrito Bowl. Which one are you picking?
I'm gonna choose burrito. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Ooh, that's a good pick. I rest
It's
my
easier to
case.
handle.
I'm gonna go now.
All right, bye,
Go ahead,
hon.
sir.
Okay. Obviously you're interested in joining dispatch because you want to be an officer, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Alrighty. Why not EMS or DOC? Why dispatch?
I've never been too kind with, I guess, medical services. It's just not something for me. Um, but DOC, I did DOC for a bit before I became a Connecticut State Trooper. It was kind of the path of how to become an officer itself. So I've already done that before, and I kind of want to try different things.
Okay. Do you have any prior radio communication experience? Obviously, this is a yes.
Yes.
Okay. Some of these I just have to ask. What are your goals within dispatch or even within the police department?
My goals within dispatch is to help out wherever I'm needed, to be around and be able to assist as much as humanly possible. Until the day that I do actually get brought up from the the dispatch to like PBSO or LSPD, whatever department decides to choose me. But in the meantime, it's pretty much going to be doing my best for the department that I'm in, which if I get hired to dispatch would be dispatch. For policing, let's say if I get hired to the PBSO, my goal is to become an FTL. That's just strictly my goal. I don't care about being high command of any sorts. I just want to be able to teach people and help people learn. That's the only thing that I want to do.
Okay. I mean, a good start would be teaching people in dispatch. I mean, they know who the teachers are, right?
Yes.
Um, what do you think the responsibilities of like just a normal dispatcher is? Someone who clocks in, clocks on duty. What do you think they do during a day?
You essentially are a backbone for all the communication within the PD itself. You're essentially the people who, for one, you can help people who walk inside MRPD because you're most likely here. Um, but other than that, you control all radio comm, control the efficiency of them. If people need EMS on scene, you're the one that's supposed to be going out and getting that. If people need direction to figure out where they're supposed to be at or where they're supposed to be going, it's also dispatch's job as well. There may be some other things that dispatch may do that I'm not too keen on because I've never been dispatched before. But that's from what I know. You're essentially you're the playmaker of the police department.
That's a good way to put it. Okay. Um, and what shift are you? I don't really
I'm
know.
shift two.
Okay, so NA. How long in a week period of time do you believe you would be dispatching for? If you could give me hours and days, so like 4 days, 20 hours, or something like that.
I could most likely do exactly like 4 days, 20 hours.
Okay, it's 10 hours a month. It's really not bad. We know people have things to do, even You know, I go out and I treasure hunt. I don't just sit here all the time. And if you're hired as a dispatcher, I think they told us for you 1 to 2 months, possibly, maybe a little longer. Obviously, there's no set time limit. Do you understand that? Of like when you might be an officer, when you might not. You might have to wait 4 months. You might have to wait a month. You might have to wait 8 months. You know, things can get hairy sometimes.
No, of course I understand.
How many hours asked? Okay. Let's do some scenarios. So some of these things you're probably going to know. Some of them you're not. I'm just going to give you the rundown of everything and act like you don't know them. So beep, 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 beep. There's a 13 Alpha, which is an officer down. It's an emergency. It is down at the Barrio, a gang territory. There are shots fired in the area with the officer that got downed. You are the main dispatcher on duty. There's an active 80 going on the channel. What are you doing?
I'm assuming the 80 is a pursuit.
Yeah, it's just a random pursuit going on.
All right, so first, me hearing that 13 Alpha, I'm going to notify other officers of the 13 Alpha in the area, and then announce what channel of radio they're on, so that everyone that is responding can go and get the correct channel, be able to assist. Then I would call for EMS stage around Davis, maybe Jamestown area, just away from the shooting, but close enough so that they can get in and hurry. Is there a shooting or not a shooting? I don't want to say a shooting.
Yeah. Shots fired. Like there was a shots fired. Yes. Yeah. So you're assuming it's a shooting.
All right, so I would have them stay somewhere around Jamestown or Davis, around that area, just so they are close enough. And then I would stand by on the radio in case of need for extra assistance. Say there is officers that get on duty, they don't know exactly what's going on. I could then stay on radio or switch between radio channels and just have them informed what's going on. If there needs to be vehicles that must be towed, let's say an officer's vehicle is, I guess, shot and disabled on scene, I would also call for PD tow to stand by as well, somewhere around the EMS. Just wait for them to come in.
Alrighty. Next question is, a civilian comes in to report a crime, but EMS are requesting you on radio, they're going to ask you a question. And then an officer is also approaching you, asking to run an errand for them. This being, you know, maybe a food thing or something. How are you prioritizing?
Give me some pizza. My suspect's starving in interrogation.
What are you prioritizing right now?
I would probably prioritize the original EMS, and then I would prioritize the officer asking for my assistance, and then the police report at the end.
I don't know if I like this guy's voice. I don't know.
Hopper, just sit down and ask him, or ask questions with me. Okay.
I'm done with the department.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You still have a vendetta. Jesus Christ.
I mean, 3 years of my life.
That's true.
Good luck.
There's something I should know about what's
No, it's fine.
Okay.
All right.
Found some trash in the foot, sure, it's not hard.
Next question is, you find a note on the steps of MRPD with a knife attached to it while you're outside. There's a substance on it. It could be white, blue. It looks weird. What is your procedure from here?
Can you start the beginning of that again? I'm sorry.
You find a knife outside on the steps of MRPD out front.
Mm-hmm.
And there's something on it, and then you can see it with your eyes, right? That there's some blue or white substance on it. What do you do?
I wouldn't touch it. I would also then immediately call for an officer or even a detective to come around, and then I would mark off the area from any civilians to come near it, just to not contaminate the area. And then I would then just pretty much watch over it, leave it there. I may or may not take a picture of it or not for the detective if they ask me to or not. But I would just essentially call for another officer, leave it there, make sure no one comes near it.
Okay. All right. Next question is, all of these alerts come in at once. So there's a 13 Alpha, 14 Alpha. So these are both officer down and medic down emergencies. There's a 911 call saying that the hospital's being shot up and that there's a doctor inside. You know, the doctor made the call. And then 1090, which is a bank robbery at Legion Square going on as well. What units do you dispatch to these locations? Like, who gets units first?
I believe the officer in need of assistance and the EMS in need of assistance is probably is primary, and then second would be the hospital, and third would most likely be um that 1090, I believe. I believe the bank robbery.
Okay, why?
Um,
And you
the
have to
light-
choose between 13 Alpha and 14 Alpha, too.
I have to choose between. them?
They're not together. They're separate. One's in Vinewood, one's in Southside.
Okay. One's in Vinewood, one's in Southside. I would probably. Which one is in Vinewood? Which one's in Southside?
The 14 Alpha's in Vinewood, the 13 Alpha's in Southside.
Okay. Am I allowed to know how many officers are on duty so I can delegate?
You have enough.
Okay, I would delegate a certain amount of officers to the 13 Alpha for the officer. Then I would also delegate a certain amount for the EMS, so the officer would come first in EMS, and then I would also, then after that, once they are all secured and everything, I would then call for the hospital being taken under, what was it called, under siege, I guess you can call that.
Yeah, they're just getting shot up.
It's getting shot up, and then I would call for the bank robbery.
Yeah, but what's your reasoning? Like, why are you doing the things you're doing? Why are you saying 13
Okay,
Alpha
so-
first?
The Alpha for the officer, obviously, an officer's life is more important than a bank robbery or a shooting at the hospital. I guess it's really difficult. This was a hard one because the EMS's life is also important. I believe. Actually, I would probably do the EMS first because without the EMS, the officer may not actually receive help. If EMS can help the other injured EMS, then maybe they can get quickly to the officer first, or second, and then go to the hospital.
Okay. Okay. That question is like an impossible question, obviously.
Yes,
It's
it
just
is.
to see your thought process on why are you sending the people to places. So like imagine all those calls come in, and then each person, it takes a minute to get to them. So say we're gonna send 5 people to the 13 Alpha. It's gonna take a minute to get there, and then I can send more people to the next person, and it takes a minute to get to them, then the next person, then the next person. So it's more of like, I'm only one person. How am I going to figure this out, right? And how am I going to multitask it?
Mhm.
All right, next question. You are on duty, 1041. You come on duty, and you notice that another dispatcher is kind of goofing around. They are the same rank as you. They came on duty at the same time, things like that. What are you doing?
They're just goofing around.
Mm-hmm.
Are
A lot
they
of
doing
a lot of
anything-
calls are being missed.
and they're the same rank as me. I would most likely tell, I believe, a superior of mine that this person is not taking their job seriously, so that I can pretty much delegate my time to actually doing the job. And then if my supervisor is around, I get them back on track. That means we have multiple people doing the job correct. I would also try to see why they're goofing around. I'd probably do that first. I'll try to see why they're goofing around, tell them to stop. If they don't stop, I would go to my superior, inform them of the other dispatcher not doing his job correct, and then so on.
Okay. Alrighty. That is all the scenario questions. So we're gonna move on to just some like personal questions. What is your favorite flavor of ice cream? This is important. We have a dispatcher that's addicted to ice cream.
Okay. Does cookie dough ice cream like? does that
Yeah,
count?
yeah, that counts.
Okay, that counts. Then, yeah. We'll take
Wrong answer.
what?
Nadia, I never asked you that. What's yours? What or plant? Never mind. No one's in the room. Okay.
Oh my god.
We fill the freezer with a lot of pistachio ice cream because she loves pistachio.
I think they're around.
It's not bad.
Yeah, no, I hate it. I hate it. All right. What did you like about your interview with PBSO, and what did you dislike about it? What are things
I
that
dislike
were
about
good and bad?
The only bad thing is just the waiting outside. Everything else about it was perfectly fine to me. It's the genuine general questions that you would ask anyone that's trying to become a police officer one day. Literally,
Okay.
I really have no complaints with it.
Alrighty. What is a hot take that you have
Oh God.
about life?
About life?
Well, not life,
Can it
but
be
like
anything
things.
included in life?
Like something that I'll understand.
I personally think that you should probably pour milk before the cereal.
Oh my god,
Wait,
what?
Hold on.
What?
Okay, I need to know the reasoning behind this.
Okay, so obviously you can gauge how much like cereal you can put in first and you put the milk in. That's fine, right? But then usually after that, if you might put a little bit too much milk, and because the cereal gets, it soaks up the milk, it becomes like soggy, and then when you're done eating all the actual cereal, like a bunch of milk at the bottom of the bowl that you still have there, which you can drink, but you can already gauge how much milk you want in the bowl if you pour it first and then the cereal.
Yeah, but then all the cereals at the top, that's gross.
You can just
Yeah,
push
that
it
is
down.
pretty.
Disgusting.
That's not how it works.
Like you can just like push it down. That's how.
No. Ugh. I'm gonna
and then you
gag.
have, like the perfect amount that you want.
That's your hot take?
Yes.
Nadia, do you have a hot take?
Right now, no, not really.
My hot take is that there's too many people that do bits during the meetings.
Yeah.
That's my hot take right now.
Sure. Oh, actually, hot take. EMS gets paid too much.
Ooh, hot take, hot take.
How much do they get paid?
3K an hour.
What the fuck? Well, Ubu employees get paid like 5K an
It's
hour.
like 350. I mean, sure, but still.
It's a lot of money, yeah. I want more pay. What the hell?
I
You
don't
don't have
need
to tell me the
money.
exact amount, but how much do you get paid?
I think it's like 1.5 an hour.
Okay.
It's not a
You get
lot.
paid, like 5K for working at Ubu.
An hour, yes.
That's
But that's in
Ooh.
receipts. They got to go up there. Hopefully no one robs them. We don't have to do that. It's already just automatically up there. We collect it.
fair.
But also, like, I'd rather get robbed with 5K on me than go up there and collect 1K.
That's also fair.
But also, like, I don't really need a lot. All I need is to buy a house and a dog with my boyfriend, and then I'm set. But right now, I want the money. Oh, it's up to him, really. I don't care. As long as it's not, like, small and a yippy. Ugh.
That's fair. You don't like the little small
No.
Chihuahua-ish dog?
No. Kick it.
Oh,
Smack. Right into the wall.
not even like a Shih Tzu or something?
Nope. Mm-mm. Gross. They get all nasty.
That's fair. I mean, like, but they're like small and like not in the way. Like, they don't hurt when they jump on you and stuff.
You mean a cat?
Yeah. Thank you. Just get a fucking cat.
But
Pretty
what if
much.
I-
We gotta have like a tiny ass dog. You may as well just get a cat.
Yeah, but like with a cat,
least you don't
a
have to work it.
50-50 Maybe you have like a 50-50 chance of it actually being like really like nice, cute cat that wants to cuddle you, or it's just like, stay away from me. I'm in my space. Don't come near me.
Well, I mean, that's what
50-50
cats do.
chance.
Yeah, they stay away from me type thing.
Yeah. Or you get a dog and it just always wants to be near you. You know?
All right, which is worse, a dirty grinder or a shooter?
It
That's a good
depends.
question. Come on.
It depends on what you need from that grinder. Like, if he's grinding for like a business so that it can prevail, that's fine. But like someone that just considers himself a shooter and only wants to like go to the arcade, it's a little worse to me. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Okay, so dirty shooters worse. Okay. Nadia, how do you feel about this? That's a good question, right?
I don't know. Wait, what? I don't think I understood the answer. It was very.
What's worse, the
Here and
dirty
there.
grinder or the shooter? You know, like someone that's like, I'm a shooter, bro. I'm a shooter. Step to me, I'll shoot you. I don't know.
Hmm.
And then you got like someone that's like, I'm gonna go run Sandy and Dodo all day and not
Yeah,
talk to
okay.
anyone.
Yeah, I think I'd pick the shooter then.
Yeah, I would too.
People don't want to talk to people, and that's their kind of thing.
Yeah, sometimes you need an hour or two on your own. Jeez, that's what I say.
Right.
But then there are some people that are like, I met this guy before. The day I met him, he was like new to the city, whatever. We showed him how to do Sandy. He stayed up all night and did Sandy for like 18 hours and had like $1 million by the time I woke back up the next day. I was like, oh my God.
I respect the hustle.
I do
yeah,
too, but
respect-
Jesus
The
Christ.
dedication, damn.
That's like more respectable though than someone that just like
Yes.
threatens you just because like you just hit their car on accident.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I said.
I simply just exist, and people say that they're gonna do shit to me, so.
I'm sorry you have to go through that.
No, it's fine. Actually, I have a question.
Yes.
How do you feel about hot cereal? Like warm cereal?
Is that that thing that Anita said the other day?
No, not warm milk.
Ignore that. How do you feel about warm cereal?
Why? Why would you do that? I don't understand it. I don't agree. It's like a
Okay,
sin.
so you would never like put your cereal in the microwave.
Not a single day in my life. No.
Interesting. Okay.
But would you?
I do that.
Is it like you like doing that?
No,
Is it
I
an
like
every
doing
time
it,
thing?
and I also no, I mean it's like a breakfast kind of thing, or for bed or anything like that. I do it on a daily, and then I also do it for my girlfriend.
Well, I don't knock you for doing it. It's just not for me.
Fair. Just asking the questions.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
Okay, that's all I have for him. Is there any questions you have for us?
No, not really. Not really. Yeah.
Alrighty, you'll know in the next couple of days, so keep your eye on your phone. Did you ever put in a proper application? Do you know?
No, I put in an application for PBSL.
Okay.
That's the only application I've done.
Okay, no problem. Just text me your email then, just in case, because if you do get hired, I will be able to send it to you. Don't do it right now.
I
okay.
already did.
Oh, that's fine.